ADHD that fucking
Well, don't move the camera.
Oh, well, that'll be good. It's just gonna be the mic. I got it pressed up against my belly. My belly.
Oh, I gotta turn this down.
I gotta get a shot of this, man.
I can hear that, baby.
What is up, everybody? What are you doing?
Oh, I gotta get a shot for the gram, letting them know the struggle is real, bro, when you don't got a studio.
You're gonna show them that? Is that a free-floating mic? What are you doing?
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. You see that? Oh, God, it's gonna suck, guys.
I've heard of cameras that follow you around. Is that a mic that follows you?
Yeah, it is. It is, Kurt. It's one of those companies we're working with. You know, they sent it out to me. Here's our first sponsored video. Sponsored by. Good stuff. Good stuff. Hey, Kurt, the hair looks great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
No cap.
No. That was like a double entendre, bro. No cap, right? Because
No, I was asking like no cap today.
I know, but it was just funny. That's why I was like, he's spitting bars today. Let's go.
So welcome everybody to what are we? Episode 55.
Yo, Terrell Suggs. Let's go.
Okay,
how's everybody doing?
Right over my head.
Anytime I got a number comes up for me, like I'll equate it to a player, right? Yeah, I think I told y'all the story. Like when me and Ashley first met, she was 23 or turned 23. I was like, "Oh, yo, it's your Jordan birthday," and then 24. I was like, "Yo, it's Kobe," and you know what I mean, like little things like that. And I'm 34. I'm Walter Payton, you know. So
there you go.
Oh man.
Hey, how old are you, Kurt?
Hey, well,
I don't know who it's going to be, but I'm 53.
Are you 53 right now?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay. I thought it was just 52. I was going to say Ray Lewis, but now I'm blanking. 53.
That's an odd number there.
That's
the whole thing. I watch only basketball. I feel like nowadays in the NBA, the players move around so damn much. I'm afraid to even buy like a jersey.
Facts, bro.
Freaking players change all the time.
Dude, that's starting to happen in college football too.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Oh, dude, they're all just moving.
Now that they can get paid for their name, image, and likeness, they keep jumping on this transfer portal and looking for more money.
It's gonna happen to us soon, guys. Kurt's gonna fucking sell out his business and go somewhere else. He's a free agent.
Do you know how many people have done that where they sell their business and then they just open up another one? I'm like, all right.
They
come back.
Sell it for more, and we already learned this much.
Well, I'm not in a position to do something like that because one thing that adds value to your business is these maintenance contracts, and I don't sell them.
Yeah, you got to have them, man. That's how they, you got to get your EBITDA and all that good stuff. You know, they like to see those numbers.
I don't sell them because I don't really believe in them.
Son of a bitch.
It's like this. If I see a need for one, or if a customer asks me about it, then I'll set them up. But I'm not going to put them on a contract.
It's not a contract.
You're talking about just a maintenance contract?
It's a membership.
Membership.
What do you get in the membership? That allows them to call you at 3:00 in the morning and say, "You got to be out here."
No, sir.
And I ain't doing that.
My shit is like we're closed at 7, but the website says 5, so you get priority.
I learned the hard way too about the contracts because they asked me for a contract when we started. It was only we were only like a few years in. I was like, I don't know what the hell to put in the contract, and it ended up being one of those because it was IHOP, open 24 hours, and all the calls came in overnight.
Nope. So you're gonna have to wait.
Well, if they're only going to call you overnight, that's abusive. They need to call you during the workday and overnight when it's just an emergency.
Because, well, we've had to tell our customers what is and what isn't an emergency, right? Like, there's a lot of dumb things that get called in. I'm like, that's not an emergency. Like the unit's running, or you have another. Like a lot of our places have two coolers, like two big coolers. Just move the stuff over for the night, and I'll be there in the morning, right? Mm-hmm. So we've had to tell them about that, but yeah, they I lost my train of thought, but that was recently, like a few years ago, we had another one that was calling several companies, and then my dad was like, you know what I noticed? They only give us the weekend calls. They only give us the late night, middle of the night calls. Mm-hmm. And then like during the day, they're silent. And it's like we were getting all the overtime calls because I guess we were cheaper on overtime. And we're like, nah, screw that.
Yeah, no. You got to make sure you put in there during normal business hours, and you don't change your shit after business hours. You go.
Well, this was just on service calls, because what they were doing is they had us for maintenance. So we were like on a kind of a contract. And then we were only getting like after hour calls, which it was weird. And I think our overtime might have been cheaper at that time, because right now I raised it. And you know, that other company, whoever they had, either didn't answer the phone or maybe was way more than we were. And we're like, nah, we started turning down the work because, you know, screw that.
No, hell yeah. I had a rental company one time where the owner and the property manager weren't on the same page. And the owner dispatched on weekends and the property manager dispatched through the week. So I was getting multiple calls on the weekends and none through the week. Yeah. And one day I just had to sit him down and say, look, this isn't fair. I'll offer you the weekend service so that I can get the work through the week.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
And instead of dropping me, they started giving me more work through the week.
That's usually how it works. We ended up getting them back too. Now I have a ton of calls from them during this past year. I've gotten way more calls because we're the same way. We're like, we don't do the overtime only. We want, and then especially like if somebody else does some of the work during the week and then you go there behind them, I don't know what they did to it. I don't know what happened to it. And then managers get pissed about different things. I'm like, I wasn't here.
Yeah.
What is up? We got Brian, Froggy.
Shocked lately?
I'm having an issue right now where I'm getting shocked at my house. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Static electricity?
Static, yeah. Like every time
I know what it is. You know what it is?
Tell me.
All those clothes you've been wearing.
You put that APCO in.
True. Just started.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing that changed, bro. It's negatively charged ions, brother.
Oh my god,
Mike. We get a lot of work through PMs, which is true. That's if you want more work, just go in there and start telling them what's wrong with their stuff.
Yeah, but those PMs are just so monotonous.
They do suck, Kurt. That's for sure.
Dude, I got my ice machines coming up already. They're due this month. Ooh. I got 20 something to do.
Golly, dude.
And then after AHR, I'm gonna have all the AC ones that I have too.
Dude, I'll never forget. I was working for another company and I was complaining about the huge number of PMs we had to do. And my boss sat me down one day and said, one day when you own your own company,
you'll understand.
You won't have to do these. So I'm like,
oh, yeah. So that's true. That's true.
There's two ways to go about it. Yeah. Like, it's good for business. So like you're going to have to do it, or you can just don't do it. You know, like you.
Yeah. You can choose that shit, man.
If you got employees that you're trying to keep busy, yeah, I understand it.
Definitely. Yeah. My brother likes to do them. Well, I know he complains about it too, because like you said, it's very like repetitive. You do the same thing over and over. But we're starting to hire people. So we're going to just, you know, obviously they get the maintenance. They learn that way, and that's good for them. So I'm glad that we have it in place. I just hate doing it myself.
Speaking of things to hate doing, we just finished another duck out today. It was
you love those.
Man, it was actually good.
Are you doing all flex?
Of course, brother. Yeah. I actually recorded that one too. It'll be another video, but
hey, that last one was really good. The last video you did in the attic with the trying to correct that stuff.
Yeah, this one same way it was all fiberglass trunk duct and shit from 71 or whatever, and it was nasty. You'll see it, but I think we did a TIT job, man. It's really good, and usually I hate it, but like obviously we gotta pay the bills, and it's we did a really good job, and it's something like. I think if we can get recommended by people to do it, the problem's going to be when further down the line, when you're bidding these jobs out and you have to have, employees do it, that's not going to do it like you.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know what they say? If you want it done right, do it yourself.
See, that's the issue with me because I went into my attic and I'm like, what the hell were they doing here?
Yeah, you were like, you saw that long ass run. He was like, what the hell is this doing? It was all kinked.
And that is like, that is a room that gets warm, and I guess they ran an extra supply over there that's not doing anything because it's still freaking warm, like during the summer. Yeah. And I'm like, I've only been up there like a couple times to clear out like a drain. I've never like actually worked on it. So I went up there and I was looking around and I'm like, I've never noticed this. What the hell were they doing? But again, like if you want it done right, you have to do it yourself. I feel like I have to go up there and like, spend some good time and kind of redo a lot of that stuff.
Well, Jake, have you seen some of these new like plastic saddles made for flex duct?
Yeah,
that you put the strap through and it holds it and keeps it from kinking.
Yeah, I was talking about it on the last. I'm like, dude, we gotta get these damn duck saddles, man, because it's just I don't know how much they cost per whatever, but they're all. I think it's like a universal size, and you just put it. You run your strap through it. Yeah, because they're gonna belly over time regardless. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They look like just cheap plastic, so it can't be too much.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Riley's here with me.
You giving him some love. What up, Rye Dog? Rye.
Recently in my videos, if I don't put Riley in the video, people start complaining.
I've seen those in the comments, man. He's your mascot, dude. He needs to be riding shotgun.
He's the real star of the show.
There we go. Who the hell? Does Homeboy still make videos? Miss Molly. What the hell is that dude's name? Miss Molly. What the fuck is his name? The old asshole guy.
The guy from like Boston or something who's always talking crap about
Steve. Steve. He still make videos?
Steve Lavamoniere.
Yeah, I forgot the last name.
He'd always
I want to say he was a while back, not too long ago. The little dog, right?
A lot of them. Yeah, dude. Miss Molly. Oh, Miss Molly. Or whatever, dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you go back far enough, he's got another dog he used to have.
Yeah, it died, right?
That died on him, yeah.
You got to read that
Steve
to me.
Lav.
Stretch your flex.
Yeah. We did that, so it's funny. We laid them out the day before, let them relax, basically. Yeah, man. It was really good, too. Like, you'll see it. Fucking Q went and bought the material, went home, and him and his son, they cut all the boots and masticed all the collars on the boots and everything, dude. It was just plug and play.
We got another OG in the chat.
Oh, shit. I can't read it. What's it say? Steve Lab.
Steve Lab.
Big old teeth.
Like Mike says, he cusses at his own customers.
Oh yeah, he does. He went off on an old lady one time, like so bad. Like, look, you're gonna call me out here for this shit. I can't do. I gotta charge you. You know, like it was ruthless, bro. She was like,
dude, I saw him go to a no Koolin call. He puts these little probes on it. Then he gets on the phone with the customer and says, "It's low on Freon. You probably got a leak somewhere." And that was it.
Yeah.
It's like he expected the homeowner to deal with the leak.
Solved your problem, but I'm not gonna.
Oh
You
man,
deal with it.
I'm about to check in
They
on him,
said
man.
they said
Okay,
he still makes them daily.
that's cool.
Videos.
He's a good laugh. Does he still make his stew and shit like he used to make, like Cooking with Steve? Yeah. He was. I mean, he's an OG though. So
yeah. And Steve, what is his last name? Lav something.
Lavamore with a V.
Steve Lavamore Productions or whatever would come out.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Oh man, that's taking it back. That was one of the first guys. I mean, I remember seeing.
Well, down here, how you talk to people makes a difference. He would never float down here.
That dude. So speaking of which, right? There's a guy in the market, Mikey Pipes, right, from fucking New York down here, and it's a whole different market, dude. And it's funny because he had a rant on one of his videos a few months back about how, like, if you don't make more than 150,000, don't give me a call. You know what I mean? And he was just like realizing, like, that shit you do up there, it doesn't work here, bro. Like, you got to know your market. You know what I mean?
Because I went to a jobber thing with some of the ambassadors, and there was one, and her and her husband run it's something with cleaning. They clean the outside of the houses and all. Like it's a big market for them up there. They're in that like New Jersey or New York area.
Yeah, dude.
And her thing is like, we're proud to say we're one of the most, or we're the most expensive company you'll get out there. And then they still make a lot of money and they still get customers and all that. I'm like, cool. You can't do that everywhere though. So like the advice they gave was like, only applicable. It only applied to like them market, up there.
Yeah. It's goes back into all these sales gurus. You know what I'm saying? If you look at a lot of these cats, a lot of them, and me and Q were talking about this. A lot of these dudes are in California. They didn't have licenses. They didn't pull permits, but they were making millions because one, it's just the cost of fucking, your average income's 150,000 there, whereas here it's 40. You know what I mean? You ain't going to charge a $25,000 system that you charge in California here in Orlando, bro. It just is what it is. And they're like, no, I can do it anywhere.
Here. Yeah, no. It wasn't he struggling in that, like, I know he was frustrated, like you said, but I think he was like, he had to give away free work and I don't know what else.
He made a good point on that. He was like, instead of spending the money on marketing, I'll just give the work away. But I don't think it translated for him because, honest to goodness,
not the way he wanted.
Just people are different here. I mean, there is a lot of New Yorkers, right? But there is also a lot of not New Yorkers, and it's just the same with you, Kurt, in Georgia. Like, I'm sure that the people will translate the same way as in Texas, like where our markets.
I think we're all very similar, or we deal with similar situations.
And you just got to know your people, bro. Like, it's.
But talking about charging money and the amount you charge being different, I had somebody tell me once he was a painter, and he always had this nice looking truck. And he said if you show up to estimate a job in a truck that looks like it's beat up and run down, they're going to expect a low bid. But if you show up in a truck that looks like $1 million, they're going to expect a high bid. So I've always thought it's important for your vehicle and your presentation to look good.
Yeah. No, that's good.
You got to look the part.
Yeah, that's a good tip right there. Because honestly, like, I'll see these cats, bro, that like I think our wraps look good. We pull up, this shit looks, opposed to I see these beater ass. No offense, Adrian, these old 350s or whatever, those old express ones, man. I'm just like, all doors all bent up, paint peeling, and I'm like, how do we lose jobs to these people? You know what I'm saying? Like, but they're just looking for the lowest bidder type shit anyway, so they're not worried about that.
So is this about Mikey?
Yeah, somebody said that he's going to concentrate only on New York for now or something, and then someone said that he sold the vans in Orlando.
Look, bro,
before he came to Orlando, wasn't he trying to partner with somebody in South Carolina?
I think that one's still going. I think that one's, but like the dude is running it. Like it's already wasn't existing.
Well, the one in Orlando didn't work out.
busy air, baby. Look, we 1 year in, we were fresh, but you know what? We know our market. We know the people. Like Q grew up here.
Yeah, it's exactly how we run our stuff. Like I have to deal with the branding and everything, right? So like, obviously wrap everything nicely, nice, decent uniforms. I don't do the whole collared shirt or anything like that, but like everybody's dressed nice. And you got to look the part. And then we just try to be competitive with our market. But we're not the lowest, we're not the highest, we're in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's crazy. No, I haven't seen any of his trucks. I know he in that one video we were talking about, he bitched about the dude who he was supposed to partner with down here, and he was like, that mother, you know what I mean? So didn't work.
Those videos come out every now and then for me.
HVAC Shop Talk,
he's coming back. He's making a comeback.
Trying to do tools at one time, didn't
he? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He's another OG.
Try to sell them. He was, He definitely.
He has a shop or something. He has a store,
woodwork, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, like he'd buy the tool, use it in the video, and then sell it.
Yeah, I think so. So like the whole thing with him, like he's one of the OGs too. He had his own business and did YouTube. I know he doesn't have a business anymore, so I was always wondering like how does he make his money? But I think he has like a store that he sells, like like you said, the tools he had.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he sells like antique tools too that he finds.
Oh no shit. Yeah.
And that's kind of cool. But he's making a comeback. I saw him stream the other day. He was trying to do what he called HVAC radio. Like he was gonna live stream while everybody was at work in case they wanted to listen in or something. But
bro, I had that quick idea of doing like not like I guess it would be like Twitch, but like streaming like work. But
I've always wanted to. I just don't know how to do it.
Yeah, well, one, like we're trying to work, so we can't like, hey, chat, you know what I mean? Like, what's up? Yeah.
No, it would just be one of those like awkward, like somebody's watching you, and you're not like talking.
Yeah, like yo, what am I? This is like.
But WWHVAC has done that. I think. Like I've seen. I haven't watched all the way through, but like he'll set up a live stream for like a call that he's doing.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
It would be cool, but like,
it's tough. Yeah.
You got to do it with your phone. Probably, and then
that's true. Yeah,
it's gonna take a while. It's gonna overheat.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Well,
for some reason Riley's trying to eat his floor mat.
I don't blame him, man.
He wants attention.
I pulled it over here so I could deal with him. Now I gotta kick him away from it.
Riley, get your ass back, boy.
Be good. Be good.
Just this one time.
Oh yeah, Eddie's saying that I think he's talking about Zach. His wife got sick, and he was trying to take care of her.
I know that happened. Yeah, and then his son went to college or the military. I know he was in ROTC. I think. Yeah, I mean, I used to stay up to date with Zach. He was good guy, good-hearted Christian guy. You know what I mean? So,
I don't remember this, but I do know I think he was trying to get memberships.
Oh, I did see that was like one of his last ones because he was like, yeah, but he got them sponsors too. He might not be pulling in that type of cachet. You feel me? Baby.
I was supposed to be on his show a while back, and he canceled the whole like I think he just immediately stopped streaming after he asked me. I was like, all right.
Oh, dang. Yeah, because he was for a while, like every night was doing it on the live.
Yeah, he was interviewing people, and he asked me to be on. But that might have been around the time either he or his wife was sick or something. So I was like, okay, cool.
Prayers and hope all is well, man. Shoot.
Yeah.
Ooh. That come through?
That
come through?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hey, stay away from that.
Get your ass back, boy. You gonna learn today.
I thought he just wanted out, but he's trying to eat this mat.
He gotta make it bigger shit like, yo, bro, can you make it the whole screen? I'll come in on this one. Oh well, you can just read that one. Yeah.
Wait a minute, quit moving it around. I can't read it.
Randy's asking Kurt a question here. Is it common for some mobile homes to have electric furnace for just heating and a package unit AC into the same ductwork?
That happens. Where you have a package unit that's just for AC, but you still have an electric furnace. But to me, that's not very well thought out. I have seen some like that. I've never seen a new one like that, and I've never put one in like that, but I have seen it.
That's actually the only way Kurt installs them nowadays.
No, if I can, I like to put in a package heat pump on a trailer, and if I can't do that, I like to do a regular heat pump with the same trailer air handler.
Mm-hmm.
Well, speaking of memberships, Cristiano wants to ask, as a customer, how often should he get his furnace checked up? How often should he change his filters if he has pets? And what do you guys think about home memberships?
Who wants to go first?
I'll let you guys take it away.
Wait a minute, home memberships. What are you talking about?
Well, maybe the
maintenance plan.
Warranties?
Home. Oh, that's true. Personally, with the pet thing, I would look at it every 2 weeks, depending what type of pet you have. In my humble opinion,
I was going to say, I think we have to check ours every month. Yeah,
and then I say look at it, every 30 days as well, and make a very good judgment call. In terms, what was the next one after that?
Furnace checkups.
Like, are we just talking straight furnace, or are we talking like air handlers?
Do you guys offer like checkups or anything like that for yours?
I do.
We just have maintenances. Yeah, we don't have often deal with, like, when I say furnace, I think of a gas fired furnace. You know what I mean? But a lot of people call air handlers furnaces, but at least once a season, right? Heating season and cooling season, so twice a year. I think.
So that's what we do on the commercial side too. It's twice a year.
Yeah. Kurt, what you think, dog? Like,
if people want it, I say twice a year, like in March and October.
Ooh, that's perfect, right? You know what I mean? Just when everything's like, yeah, man.
If you want to stay busy every month, the hospitals wants you there every month. That's what we do there.
That's a good contract to have, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, my brother takes care of that one because I can't be there every month.
Yeah, he's like, I ain't on that. If you want me to, you're just gonna pay a little extra. I'll be here.
John Israel, another OG.
Yes, we remember John Israel.
I'm not gonna leave that one up.
Big, stupid as shit. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. When he lost weight, though, it just, like, it's weird. Like, not to, like, sound mean, but, like, usually when bigger people lose weight, it just looks weird for a while, because you know what I mean. That your perception is
used to it.
Yeah. Like, John was like a big fun loving dude, but he would get nasty, boy. He did get nasty with some people. I thought it was funny. It's like he did.
I wonder what he looks like now. I ain't seen him in a while.
Where was he?
He did drop some lbs though. Like, so he.
Yeah.
I know there was that whole scandal.
There used to be a lot of drama in the
right? I'm
YouTube
like
HVAC. Yeah.
I went back on that shit. I was just like, wow, this really went down, bro. Like, we can't just all be happy.
Wait a minute. There was some drama with that guy from North Carolina.
Yeah. I know you're talking. Yeah. I
can't think of who he is now. They still have a channel. Who was it?
Charles.
Oh,
he was HVAC.
What happened to that?
But it was with
Life.
Yeah, it was with Ted and John.
He used to come in our chat here and talk shit.
I never saw it.
Well, he did it in my. Maybe he did it more on my channel actually, but I remember him. I don't know if he's still around, actually.
Oh, he's still around. He's still working.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Him and Ted and John, because John was like, Ted, we got another troll on our hands and some shit.
Oh,
and like,
yeah.
Sounds like they made up, though. I mean, but he be putting out some like decent stuff, I guess. You know.
Well, John's one of the reasons I started doing videos.
Hey, what drew you in? What was it?
I looked at that and I thought I can do
that. Anybody could do what John was doing.
No, I'm serious. I was looking at him and Michigan heating guy, and I thought I can do that, and I'm gonna try it. Partially because I kept trying to teach my employees, and they just weren't learning. They couldn't get it, and so I wanted to just share my days and my work.
And look what is done.
Look at you now,
working 2 full-time jobs.
Well, you're bigger than both of them now, so there you go.
Were you looking it up? When was the last time John?
Yeah, I did.
When was the last time he posted? Like years ago?
I didn't look that one up. He was like making a comeback too, and then he just stopped.
And then, what about Chuck? Did you just look up Chuck? He's still rolling. I always call people named Charles Chuck. I don't know why. We hit the customer, the duck we just did. His name was Charles, and I was just like, what? For whatever reason, I just like to say Chuck.
Chuck in a truck.
What up, Chuck?
Actually, John posted about a year ago.
Oh, all right.
It's not that bad.
Who's that?
John.
Yeah.
Israel.
Yeah. Has it been a year?
Yeah. I thought it had been longer, to be honest. And then Chuck still posts, yeah.
Oh, all right. Hell yeah.
Let me get back to the chat.
Yeah. What's the chat doing? What up, chat?
Giving Kurt his flowers. He does much better than anybody else.
He said, "Well, thank you."
Yeah. Well, I could do it like this. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Hey.
I was gonna ask you guys about. Well, I got one of those like I'm disappointed in you kind of comments.
What?
From Ty Brenneman, right? So we had a conversation about UV lights.
Oh, okay.
We'll do a hot take. What do you guys think about UV lights?
Some people love them.
Do you?
I think they can help keep a drain pan clean.
That was going to be one of my points on that.
Are we just talking strictly UV lights, like a stick light?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like a germicidal UV light?
Well, like...
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious to keep the surfaces clean, and you know what I mean? It's good.
But what about air purifying?
There's mixed reviews. Again, like the science isn't all the way there with... You mentioned it, actually, with the fucking chemical breakdown and all that bullshit. Because years ago, I remember watching the HVAC school one, and Brian was talking about it, and he was like, "Yeah, but we don't know the studies, yada yada, but I have them in my house." And the company I worked at, they were using them, and they gave us one, and I thought, well, I'll use it. And my wife swears, and I told you the deal. Like, I think it's helped my son's asthma. So, I mean, I know it has. He doesn't snore like a grown ass man anymore. So,
you know something? What's the one that's it's round like this, and it's got the 2 high voltage terminals on it, the ionizer?
You got an iWave?
It may be the iWave I installed for somebody, and he swears that it made a huge difference.
And then you hear that feedback, and you're just like, man, it's got to work. And then other people are like, oh, it didn't do shit.
That's I haven't heard too much of I don't know, like my whole thing was like, some people like I base my thing on experience, or my decisions on experience, like what other people think about it. And I love Ty. We had a good conversation, and I'm actually going to talk to him about it again soon. But like, he gave me all because he went down a rabbit hole and gave me all the research. He sent me like 6 emails with a bunch of essays in each one. So I got to take my time to read through it. And I was like,
he told you it was ass, like not to use it.
He said, yeah, he's basically not to, right? Because what he commented was like, this makes me sad, and then he put like a sad face.
Oh no!
And he's like, I was like, what did I do? But my whole thing is like, I'm experimenting with it, right? Like I put it in. I've heard what you said, Jake. I've heard other people talk about it. You know, people that are sick and try it out. So my whole thing is I'm experimenting with it. I can't tell you to buy one or not to buy one or what it does until I figure it out in like here, right? So we're gonna see, because my kid has, I don't even think I mentioned it last time, but like I had said that he had allergies, right? Pet allergies, like really bad seasonal ones. I didn't mention this, I don't think, when we talked about it last, but like there was one time I was about to take him back to his mom's house, and he had this sneeze attack, and he sneezed so damn hard that he hit his head on the counter, busted his head open, blood everywhere. It was like a crime scene. I was like, dude, what is going on? We were about to leave. Had to take him to urgent care, emergency room. And honestly, like we get in there, they take care of him. They did a great job. But here comes CPS, right?
Oh shit!
Got to do the questionnaire, and they got to interview him by himself and all that.
Told his ass not to sneeze. He sneezed one more time in my house, and go have a problem.
So I was like, well, that's what I think I said in my video, like, or I put it in a caption or something like, imagine trying to explain this to CPS. I'm like, he has really bad allergies and he sneezed so hard, and that's how he busted his head open. I swear, right? Like, that was a interesting conversation there. So
that's deep.
So then I'm like, okay, like I wanted to work on the air quality and stuff like that. So I'm experimenting. I'm not saying that it's gonna cure everything. I'm not saying anything. Like I have to figure it out. As we.
Dude, the biggest thing I say to customers when they ask,
I got one of these little, what do you call it, air quality things.
Oh, like the meter.
We're gonna
thing?
monitor. Yeah.
Is it assists, bro. I will say it will help assist. It's not gonna be your remedy. It's not gonna fucking cure cancer, but it will.
Wait, Mike, it's not seasonal. It's pet allergies. We have a cat and we have a dog that are indoors. So that's what I'm trying to mitigate.
Yeah. You can break the dander. It's supposed to do all that stuff. Like I said, my yeah. I mean, but I have a UV light in the apex, an eye wave at the blower, and a Remy in the supply.
Dude, at my other house, we had this old, like 1980s ionizing filter. It's got the positively charged electrodes in the front. Then it's got the plates in the back that collect that you have to clean every so often. One thing it was good about was removing smoke from the house. It would remove smoke from the house. You'd have to, it could like,
I'll put it back.
Get like a tar on there if you had too much smoke, but it would remove smoke.
See, like I remember.
Well, Eddie's like Petco and PetSmart have UV lights, so they must work.
Well, yeah, it's like you got that, you got the I mean, it's proven, right, to a UV light, obviously, right, to kill stuff on the surface.
Well, that's at least at the base of everything. Like that's what it does, right? Like I've seen them. I work in hospitals. They use them there to disinfect like their phones and all the services and everything. Like I know it at least does that.
But you know what I mean? It's got to be the space, obviously, too, right? Like if you realistically look at like a box with the UV light, like you got to put one on each side of the coil, one in the middle, one on each side of the blower wheel, through each like supply line, all kinds of shit. Like realistically,
Tim made fun of somebody. It might have been that sales guru again. He's like, I would put one here, and there was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, bro. Did you see this shit with the one with Tim did with the 4 quarters or 4 nickels or some bullshit?
Oh, dude, I love that one.
Yo, that was just 4 quarters a day.
Perfect. Yeah.
4 quarters? Like,
what are y'all talking about?
Oh, because there was a sales guy that was like, I want you to carry 4 quarters with you at all times. And then when they complain about like a price of a new unit, you pull out those 4 quarters, put them on the table, and you're like, can you afford $1 or 4 quarters a day? Or I forgot how he worded it.
bro, it was
right for financing, right? And Tim roasted it, but he played that music that you hear on TV when they have those animal shelter, the sad music that they play. And it fit perfectly.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It was funny as hell.
It was, man.
I hate those commercials.
I know.
Dude, sometimes I empathize with animals more than I do people. So when those commercials come on, I got to change the channel. I'm like, don't show me that.
Okay, this is the comment that I brought up earlier. Like, UV is part of the IAQ indoor air quality solution, right? It's not it's not your go-to. And I try to make that point in the video. Like, this is not gonna cure everything. It's just like I'm putting it in to see if it helps. We've already changed like the kinds of filters we use and stuff like that. Which brings me to my next point. Because mechanical is somebody that Matt and Megan, you know, they know a lot too, and they're on board with UV for certain things too. Like Matt's saying here, you're going to need to install a media cabinet in the attic. I can't do that the way but I would have to reposition that unit.
I know. And that is honestly like what you're saying right now with your exact circumstance. And you guys seen it. Maybe I'll show you the layout, but that's the first thing I lead with the customers is it's going to be your filtration is your first thing, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and the way shit is in Florida, it's damn near like the R word of doing things. You know what I mean? And then your stuff is, I saw it up there. It's just like, you got to do some major modification.
I didn't show it completely. I mean, there is like the way we change our filter is in the ceiling down here because for me to even get up through the access and get over there, like I already made a hole in the ceiling one time because my foot went through. I'm like, I don't like doing that every time. And the access that we have, there is an access right by it, but it's in the closet that has a shelf on top. And like, it is like so small. Like I'm not going to, I can barely fit through there, let alone like tools and filters.
You ain't got to replace it every month though.
Didn't you say you were hiring somebody?
Get to come work in my house. Now, if we can figure out how to put one in, I mean, I don't do residential. If we can figure out, because there is space in the ceiling to the, you know, there's ductwork there. I don't know if that's an option to do one, but like the unit is right on top of that opening right there.
You could put a 24 volt 1-inch filter in there, like electrostatic.
We have right now, like we only have room for a 1-inch filter, so I just try to get the best pleated filter that we can for now. Yeah, you're saying to get like a?
It's 24 volt one, and then you know I don't. That's just I've never installed one. I've seen them. Let me say that first, but
because all I'm gonna say is like I would have to do a lot of modifications to get it the way I would want it with the media cabinet.
What's the importance of your son's allergies? Okay, do you have 4 quarters a day right now? Can you invest 4 quarters a day to modify some ductwork?
I'm gonna have to move the damn unit over too.
In the arms of an angel. That was a good one by Tim, though. I got to give it to him. I sent that shit to Q, bro. I'm like, I can't bring myself usually to bring that up to customers. Like like Remy Halo. Like, one, I just don't know the real science and everything, and I've heard the negatives and the positives. So it's like,
wait. So what'd you say? Do you offer it or no?
I don't offer it specifically. Obviously,
like you don't try to sell it.
No, like
dude,
I will do
for it.
Then I'll let them know exactly. That's when I'm like, yo, I got some literature. This is what we offer. And if you want to do the research, I'll be more than happy to put it in.
It's like if the customer asks about a Remy Halo or something like that, I have a PDF, like an advertisement by them. I'll let them read it, and if they want it, I'll install it. I'm not all over the bandwagon like you got to have this. This is the best thing since sliced bread. I'll install it.
I try to explain that as much as I could in that video. I'm like, but I still get, I knew I was gonna get the comments anyway. April Air had a filter grill media cabinet. I don't know. Sounds interesting. And then over here, Mike Willis installed a UV light for that dirty sock smell at his parents' house, and it made a world of difference.
Do y'all know what the dirty sock smell?
It's when that moisture gets caught up in the, between the things, right?
All right, here's how it was explained to me. Throughout the winter, throughout the summer, your coil has water on it all the time, and it builds up a little bit of algae. That's nothing new. We know that. But during the winter, it dries out. But when it goes through defrost, it gets a shock of moisture and it releases spores into the air, and it makes it smell like dirty socks. So what we've done in the past was clean the coils and all that stuff, but I have seen people treat them with a UV light.
Okay. First step.
So that's how the dirty sock syndrome was explained to me, is that when your heat pump goes through defrost.
Yeah.
Okay. Good
Modern
to know.
Comfort. Obviously finding the source of the issue. Like we've done everything for filtration, or what I can for now, until I actually get up there and go down a rabbit hole of trying to redo everything. But UV is a wild card. It could help some people and it could cause health issues to others, which is what Ty was telling me about, that it could be harmful to certain people.
I had this one lady, I fixed her air filtration system, and the next day I get a call back because she said it smells like smoke, like soap.
Oh, yeah.
She was smelling the ozone.
I was going to say, you didn't get that ozone free like Adrian.
She was smelling the ozone, and I didn't know you could smell it. I couldn't smell it, but she could.
Yeah. Some people be,
Well, yeah, that's why the one that I put in specifically, ozone free, it had the carbon catalyst or whatever it's called, that little filter thing that on it to help with anything else that I was worried about. So I was like, we're gonna go for it and try it out.
Does it release the plasma?
Somebody told me
there's one called get released.
There's one called that or something.
The Remy's supposed to do some shit with like hydrogen plasma.
Somebody on Instagram was like, "Have you tried the plasma something?" And then he's like, "It's like a UV light on steroids. You should see it." I was like, I don't know if I want to.
Bro, he is so jacked.
What's the Air Ranger?
I'll let you know, man. I have no idea. Well, what we're about to get involved with is this thing called Smart AC, and it monitors, like, we'll leave it into like the system, and it'll monitor, like, we'll do it for like maintenance people, and it'll give us like data throughout the course of the 6 months by the time we get out there. I think it's gonna be a really cool thing.
I think they reached out to me.
Yeah, we're gonna. They don't have a lot of contractors. They got them, but I'm excited to try it. To be honest, I'm gonna put it in the house first. Honestly, I don't know yet. We have a call next week to go over all of that, and they're gonna send us a couple samples. We're gonna put them in our houses, so we can get familiar with them. It'll be.
I'll look into it. They wanted to be on my my other podcast.
Yeah. Check it out, man. I mean, I'm excited for it, to be honest. Just because the monitoring, I want to look in my house and I want to know what it's doing. It's a big thing with Measure Quick too, I think. So it goes hand in hand with that.
So the APCO X, I know, has that carbon little filter on it. Do they sell anything like that by itself?
They do sell carbon filters.
Yeah, you would just install it as a filter, right? That would be the way, because of what he's asking. Like, can you install the APCO without the UV, just for the carbon? But that's what I thought. They make carbon filters. That's basically all it has, is like a carbon filter around it. Let's see.
Carbon fiber.
No.
So cool on cartilage. You get 10% horsepower.
What I did want to end, I wanted to end on a good note after the UV talk. What about those Vito bags that are coming out this year? Y'all look at the catalog?
I want to see them in person.
Well, Matt,
you got a couple weeks, it'll be there, bud.
Morgan already got the MPMX to show off on his channel. I don't know when the big stuff is coming yet, but yeah.
I want to see the Tech Pack MCP, the infrared one. In the catalog, you can't see if it's got straps like a backpack.
Which one are you talking about? Oh, the MCP.
The MCTP pack. Yes, it's the micro backpack, the small one. Not like the one you have, Kurt. I'm pretty sure. Not the big boy.
No, I don't have the big boy now. I've got
no,
the
I
smaller.
know. Yeah, it's that one.
Okay. Because in the catalog, you can't see the backpack straps. You just see the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if this works. There we go.
Yeah.
Which one are you talking about? Oh shit.
That's the regular one. There's the one after that.
There's another
both
one?
of them, really. I wanted to see them in person.
I think this top one is just like an MCT. It's double-sided, no backpack, and I think the one on the bottom is the backpack.
Okay.
And now they're making all the backpacks with removable straps, so you can interchange. I don't know.
Will the SC680 fit in that meter pouch?
Probably not.
No, it
Do you know?
not.
Nope.
The 480 barely fits.
That's my only thing with these meter pouches is you have to have like one of the smaller ones or like a Fluke or something, and those fit. But if you have like the 680, like you have to put it inside somewhere.
The problem with the 480 is that little like nipple on the end of the
clamp.
Clamp, yeah, and it just sticks out ever so much, unless they ended up readjusting it. But
well, that's how they all are. Because I had the TP Double XL and all the ones with the little pouch on the side. I was like, oh, cool. Yeah. And then I go put the meter in. I'm like, damn it.
You're like, it doesn't even work. Yeah.
It must be defective. I'm excited for this one. I got the wheeler. I've been looking for a wheeler. So now they made
and a
Tech Pack MC.
Yeah, boy. That's the little guy.
Yep.
Yeah, that'll be sick.
And then I think they have stuff that's not even in the damn catalog coming out too.
Mm-hmm.
They finally made a flap that opens down on these bags, but it's I guess it's like the smallest one right now. Like everybody wanted like what is it? I think the SBLD. Everybody asked me, are they gonna have that but in an SBLD version? Because that back compartment, I was like, oh, not yet.
Yeah. Just give it time, y'all. It'll come to fruition maybe at the end of the year. Give it some time. Patience.
What's up, Bruce? He's watch out for sensors. I don't know what you're talking about, but
maybe with the UV lights or something.
I'm thinking about the roller bag, the Are you talking about the wheeler? Because they have a rolling tool bag too. I don't know if I can find it right now.
The tool roll. Yeah.
There we go. That one's kind of cool too. I have a similar one in my truck in case I need to, like what it shows, like wrenches and sockets and stuff.
It's nice. That's nice. I like that.
The wheeler bag. Talk about that. It's amazing. It's great. Get it when it comes out.
I have a wheeler and I keep it. I keep the, which wheeler is it? I don't know which one it is. It's a really nice. It's not the super big one. Yeah, but it's not as big as like there's like a bigger, wider one. It looks.
When they were coming out, I was like, maybe it's this one, the LCT.
Maybe that LCT. Yeah. It's taller. Yeah.
I kind of wanted them to somehow make these, like the bottom of them, modular in a kind of way, like so I could put them on my pack out.
Hey.
Jake has a video.
Oh yeah, I do. Yeah, check it out.
You just gotta buy some.
Have you done this?
Drill them in.
Yeah, I think I even have some. Yeah. Matter of fact, from that Jacoval guy. Look, here's like these are stealth mounts for it.
Yeah.
And it slips, and you just, and it didn't penetrate through the bottom of the bag, actually.
So when you mounted them, it didn't go through?
No. I think I've done this on this show, y'all.
Vito needs a wagon.
This is first ever video. I won this from Ted Cook years ago.
And it works fine? The clipping in?
Yeah, you got to give it some friction. I mean, there's no latch, but I mean...
I was going to say, because I did it to my...
Swing it and bump like a pack out like the short one, it'll pop it right off.
Oh, because I did the vacuum. Added feet to it. But that one...
Oh, yeah.
I probably didn't line it up right, because I got to like really put some muscle into it to get it to clip in. And then to take it out.
Sucks. Right after that, they made the one, didn't they?
Yes.
The pack out vac. You were like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, the bags are good this year, man. They always, every year you're just like, what else can they do? And then like, I mean, this is a big year compared to last year.
Yeah.
You can see the
It's kind of like these freaking new iPhones. Every time I get settled into a new bag, I got to get a new one.
Vito's going to be like that now every year, just going crazy with the bags.
Yeah. And even just doing like the slight modifications by doing like the special ops and the infrareds, man, like, and for whatever reason, blackout just does something. Like, it's the same damn bag, but blackout's just like, man.
They're doing something on these that I've been doing to my bags, all of them except this one I got right now. I've been putting a little Velcro patch on the lip on it, so I can put Velcro
patches,
tags, and stuff on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember I was like, hey, this is kind of cool. This is neat. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be on there. I was like, are you sure? I don't know why he told me that. It was probably a secret. Where's the other one? Speaking of blackout, the hose hauler blackout is a pretty good update too.
Mm-hmm.
You get some extra Velcro strapping inside to hold everything. The little dividers are now enclosed, and the zipper pouch is accessible on both sides, and it expands.
Looks good.
All right, let me get out of here. So we got a lot of cool bags coming out. Can't wait to try them all.
Yeah, let's get into it. Oh, shout out, bro. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm done with those guys. Okay.
I've been commenting on my videos.
Because Because you tagging them, Kurt.
Yep. In some of my videos on Instagram, they may be the only comment.
Oh, no shit.
It's hard to get people to get
engaged
comments and get people motivated about those videos on Instagram. I just don't get it.
Takes a while.
I haven't posted in a while.
It does take a while, and it's frustrating because I put some effort into making those. Some of those are harder to make than the YouTube videos, and you got to get music to go with it. You got to get the camera shot at just the right time and get it all to blend together and work out just fine. And it's a lot of work to do those IG photo videos.
Yeah, I tried to do like a few last week, and I just kind of abandoned it. I was like, no, I'm not gonna do them. Take too much time. But maybe now that TikTok is shut down, Instagram will be more active.
Dude, I hadn't been doing nothing on TikTok for a long time simply because I kind of thought they were fixing to shut it down, and they might.
I'm pretty sure. That's what everybody's saying. So we'll see what happens.
So why is if they're going to shut down TikTok, why is everybody running to another Chinese social media thing?
Because they can't be without it.
I never had it, so I'm blessed.
Oh, I'll pull them up next time. I actually had some videos on there for us to react to. I need to download them before they shut it down.
Oh, yeah, do that.
We'll do that next week.
Episode 56.
There you go. Anything else, or you guys want to close it out?
No, I'm good.
All right, so
appreciate
everybody coming out,
stopping in.
Remember to check us out at the. He got it in time this time. Remember to check us out at the AHR Expo if you guys are planning to be there. We're gonna be podcasting. Yeah, Redbook was the app, and we'll see you guys next time. Let me close
later,
it out.
y'all.
Later.
Deuces. Oh, there it is. Wipeout.